very interesting organizational structure that our organization can undertake is called the network structure. So let's take a look at it. This is a cluster of, and this is wow, a cluster of different organizations whose actions are coordinated by some contracts and agreements rather than by formal hierarchy of authority. So I have drawn here an example of a company, and it's in a little bit different way than in the previous videos, but you will see why I have drawn it this way. So let's say that this is our organization which is manufacturing and selling clothes. So of course we are going to have some design department. This is our design function. Then we are going to have marketing department, marketing. Then let's say we can have sales department. Of course we are going to have manufacturing department, manufacturing. Then we will have a financial department, and then let's say some shipping. All right, so now this is our organization and we want to move to the network structure. So we should create a cluster of different organizations and coordinate these by some contracts. So we will take a look at our organization and we will decide which of these are really the crucial, which of these are the value creating activities, value creating functions. Well, when we are selling clothes, the design is most likely a very important function for us. So we will keep this function inside of our organization. Then let's say our finances are very important for us. So we will not try to outsource it. So we will keep as well finances, and then let's say then we will keep marketing, as it is quite important part again for us. Now all of the others we can outsource. So we are going to have outsourcing, which is the basis of the network structure. So how will outsourcing look like? Well, let's say that right now the shipping for every product that we make costs us, let's say, $2. Now we will simply take this whole function, we will take it and we will outsource it. So we will go out and we will find a company which is out there and is a specialist in shipping of the clothes. So they will be able to do it for $1 for us, $1. Now that is the simple example of outsourcing. The same we can do with the manufacturing, and that's done quite a lot nowadays when companies are looking for regions or countries where there is a cheaper cost of labor. So they go out again and they find a company which is specializing in manufacturing, so they are able to save some costs. And the same we can do with our sales. And look what is happening. What's going on is that what is kept within the company are the value creating functions, or the most crucial value creating. They are the ones that are kept inside of sort of in the core of our organization. But the rest, the ones that we can outsource, we do so because we can maybe save some of the costs. Now you can see this kind of a network structure is having some advantages. It reduces the labor cost, as we have mentioned. It avoids bureaucratic costs and allows to act in an organic way, because this is quite interesting. What does it mean to act in an organic way? Let's say that we launch a very successful marketing campaign and suddenly the demand for our clothes is going to be so huge that we would be unable to fulfill this demand if we would have kept the manufacturing inside our organization, because we would have, let's say, a small factory. But thanks to the fact that we moved to some offshore company that is having a lot of factories and can satisfy the demand, well, in that case we act in an organic way. Now then we will have access to low cost resources. That's thinly connected with a reduction in the labor costs. Now what is important to mention, it is not applicable in industries with complex value creation. And I brought an example of well-known Apple, where close cooperation is needed. So of course companies can outsource one of the functions. So many companies are outsourcing manufacturing, but in companies or industries where value creation needs a cooperation of all these parts, this part, this part, this part, and this part, it is not possible to really create a truthful network structure. Though, as you can see, it can be very useful.